What is going on, guys? Josie Q here, and I actually just recorded this video, but I went and re-listened to it, and I felt like when I was explaining it, I didn't really explain it well enough. So what we're gonna do is we're talking about editing softwares. Now there's three ways we could go here, and two of them are more logical than the other, but either way it will still work. Now, first thing we want to get down, and I want to explain first, is you don't want to use any free editing softwares. I mean, maybe at first, but you don't want to make it your only thing. So I guess if you're starting YouTube and you're not using the Elgato and you don't want to spend money on an editing software, maybe you can use Windows Movie Maker. I highly do not recommend this because you want to have an actual editing software that you can render stuff in HD and just be more professional and do have a lot more stuff, and that Windows Movie Maker can't do. But if you're willing to spend some money and you want to actually get an editing software, you can use a software called Pinnacle Studio 16 or whatever the newest one is. Maybe 17's out, but Pinnacle Studio 16 is very user friendly. It's got a very easy interface to use. It costs about $60 for the regular version, and then there's other versions you could get. Like I got a $130 version, I think, and it was Pinnacle Studio Ultimate. It's got like a green screen, so you could do all these different cool things that maybe you couldn't do with the other version. So it's a great editing software. It's very, like I said, easy to use. It's got like literally to do a video, you literally click like 4 buttons. You click import to do the video, or to click on to actually get the video in. You drag the video down, and then the voice if you do the voice, and then you click export, and then you're done. Like, it's very simple. But the only problem with this editing software is that it crashes a lot. Now, they have said that they have fixed it. They've put out patches, but it hasn't worked. And I've read a lot of forums, and they said that it's pretty much over with. They can't fix the problem. So typically it crashes 2 or 3 times a day for me. And you may say that's bad and you're gonna lose all your stuff, but it doesn't happen right after right after each other. Like, I'll be doing a video for a couple hours, so it just crashes, and it saves it. So whenever something, if let's say your power goes out, your computer turns off, the whole thing crashes, whatever happens, it automatically saves it. So the next time you open up Pinnacle Studio, it asks you if you want to reload with the last thing you're working on, no matter what happened to your computer. That's a really cool feature I really liked about the program, and that's one reason I haven't really upgraded to a new program yet. And even though I probably should, because I don't want to have a crashing program all the time, but I just like the whole feature where if something happens, it automatically saves it for you. So that's a cool software. It costs $60, and that's probably one of the good ones that you can use for editing. Now, moving on to another one is Sony Vegas Platinum Suite 12. I don't know the exact name, but it's like Sony Vegas 12 Platinum Suite or something like that. And one way you could get it is on Amazon.com. It costs about $72, and it's got all the same features as Pinnacle Studio. It's a little less user-friendly in the way that it looks a lot more complicated. There's like more stuff that you have to do shit, and it just looks less user-friendly. It just overall looks kind of more complicated. But the thing is that there are a lot more features, and it doesn't crash. So another feature would be if you want to render your videos faster, and you have a really good graphics card or a really good CPU, then what you can do is processor for you guys' information. So if you have a good processor or a good graphics card, what you could do is you could enable hardware acceleration, where you could actually use that to maybe render the video faster. And that can come in very handy if you're trying to do something, when a game just comes out, when DLC comes out, all that kind of stuff. So that's a good software. And like I said, it's only $72 and probably has more features than the Pinnacle Studio without the crashing. So if you guys want to invest the other $12, then definitely get the Sony Vegas Platinum. And you could actually go on Amazon and get it to so where it ships to you and you have the disc, or you can get a download directly from Amazon. The only unfortunate part is that Amazon doesn't take PayPal, and I've got all my money on PayPal, so I can't really get it, which sucks. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure about this, but you can, I'm pretty sure, probably get it at Best Buy. I wouldn't understand why you couldn't. It's such a great product, they had Pinnacle Studio there, so I'm assuming that they would have the Sony Vegas there. Now, there are other people who like to get Sony Vegas in other ways and have, you know, Sony Vegas Pro, which costs like $400, but they can get it for free. And if that's how you guys roll, if you guys want to get it for free and you guys want to, you know, download it, I guess, and use a code generator or whatever the hell you do, you can do that, sure. But I don't recommend that because of viruses. And also that goes along with saying other free editing softwares that are on the internet, do not get those. They may be free, but they may have viruses in them. They may not be able to, you know, do what you guys want to do. Like when you're doing videos, you want to be able to render in 720, you want to render in 1080, you want to just do that all high def stuff and all that good shit. And you just want to, for me, I don't know why, but when it comes to like stuff like that, I really like to have, I wouldn't say name brand, that isn't a good way to say it, but I want to have stuff that's known. Like if there's editing softwares out there that may be good, they may work for you, but they aren't known, nobody else really uses them, they're new, something like that. Like when it comes to capture cards, there's a whole bunch of capture cards out there that, you know, may be good for recording videos, right? But I like to have the Elgato or the HD PVR or something like that because that stuff is well known. Other people use it. If I have a problem, I could ask people. That's why I like to use Pinnacle Studio or might get this Sony Vegas, because if I have a problem, I could, you know, go on a forum and ask someone. But if it's something out there that's free that no one really knows about, then there may not be a forum for it. There may not be too many people who know the whole, you know, thing about it. So that's, you know, something else you got to think about is if somebody else be able to help you, or will other people have, you know, tutorials on YouTube for this? Because, you know, obviously you're not going to be able to maybe understand every single little piece of this. So you could always go on YouTube for tutorials and stuff. So that's one thing you got to think about when you're going to buy this. And one thing, I don't know if I mentioned this, just you could use the Elgato editing software. It's not too good, but it cuts video out, it puts video in. You could record your voice, render in 720 and 1080, but there's not too much, you know, I don't think you could do like title overlay and all that kind of shit that we can do on regular editing software. So hopefully this video helped you guys out and maybe gave you a little bit of insight about editing softwares. There are other editing softwares that you could use. If you're on a Mac, you could use the iMovie. If you're on PC, like the other two, where then you could use like Final Cut Pro. I don't really know what that is. I've heard people talk about it before though, and some like Adobe shit. But you could use that. But the two, like I said, I recommend are the Pinnacle Studio and the Sony Vegas Platinum, and they're both decently priced, affordable for you guys. And yeah, so hopefully you guys like this video. If you guys have anything else you want me to talk about, then let me know down below. It doesn't even have to be about YouTube or gaming. We could start this as a series where maybe it's just how to do, like, how to build a computer, how to do this kind of stuff. Like, I custom built my own computer. It costs about $4 grand, but it's an insane freaking computer, an i7 with 6-core freaking 660 Ti graphics card. I could freaking daisy chain that, which means put another one on there. It's insane. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. So, if you guys need to know anything else, let me know. I'm pretty skilled when it comes to electronics, so I'll see you soon. Peace.